grounds. I mean, what you can conquer back is one question, but the other question is also what you recognize as the territory of another country. So I come from a country that was occupied for 50 years, but the majority of the countries in the world didn't recognize them to be Russian territories, and that also meant a lot. So I mean, there are a lot of issues which should stick to our values and principles. That's very clear, and to have the pressure on Russia to really stop this war.
Euroscope Georgia, Tamara Nutsubidze. We all see and observe the situation in Georgia worse and worse. Today, Minister from Germany, he mentioned that all measures on the table. You also mentioned Georgia, but if you can be more clear, which kind of measure do you have on the table regarding to visa suspension? So can we expect already in November or in December also about the targeted sanctions and maybe sanctions regarding the hybrid threats or propaganda? And also you mentioned that now we'll be meeting Black Sea and Central Asia, Asian countries. I saw a document and the place of Georgia is empty. Am I correct that, and I understand correctly, that Georgia will not be on this meeting? So representative from Georgia wasn't invited on this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. As you know, we have proposed several measures under different sanctions regime. So far, we have not been able to adopt them because of not all member states being supportive. When it comes to the visa, then Commission will present its visa suspension mechanism later this year. Then also putting forward the regulation on visas and certain groups. As it is not my competence, so I will not comment in detail, but this should be the case. When it comes to the meeting today, then Georgia was not invited in ministerial level. Thank you.
Hello, Luka Hachidze, Formula TV Georgia. So just in 24 hours, 2 of my colleagues were detained in Tbilisi just because they participated in fully peaceful protest in Tbilisi, and also others were detained in last days. So how would you assess this situation in Georgia, this political repressions, and also does the EU still consider Georgia as a candidate country under these conditions when we have these repressions, political prisoners, repressive laws, and also that crackdown on media and civil society? Thank you.
Yes, thank you. These are exactly the worries that member states brought up because the civil society, the room for civil society and journalists is really shrinking, and the measures that the Georgian government is taking against free media, against civil society, against the protesters goes against all the rules or the principles that we value in European Union. And that's why, of course, the question that you also raise about the candidate, I mean, them being candidates to become European Union member, I mean, with these measures, it's impossible to consider that it will be the case, because this is going totally in another direction with what Europe represents. Thank you.
Thanks, High Representative. It's Rosie Burchard for DW. I'd like to ask you about, follow up on what you said about Gaza and the Middle East. So this morning you told us you would give us an update after these talks on what ministers said about sanctions. You put sanctions on the table against members of the Israeli government. There's a measure proposed over regarding trade Will those move forward, or do you think it's time to shelve them given the developments? And can I just follow up briefly? The French Foreign Minister also said he